were introduced by a mutual friend, and they plotted and schemed and made sure that we met because they knew we were right for each other.
Well, Sarah's my boss. John is just a mutual friend of both of ours, and I just felt that they were a perfect pair.
So we thought, well, maybe they'd be right for each other.
So he sent me a friend request on Facebook, and at the time I was a single woman, and you get lots of weird Facebook friend requests, and I'm like, delete, delete, delete. And Terry was a mutual friend of his, and that's the only reason I paused. And I was like, wait a minute, who is this guy? And it's actually how John and I kind of baited each other on Facebook. Like when we would post stuff about food on Facebook, and the first time I did, I'm like, I'm gonna post this about, because I'm like, I bet that John Walton is gonna like this.
I know early in their relationship they had a coffee date, and she says, well, I really liked him, but we need to work on his wardrobe a little bit. I thought that was cute.
My first impression of him is kind of a goofy one, which is very fitting. But we had met for coffee, because he asked me if I wanted lunch or coffee, and I thought coffee was a lot more non-committal. We sat and we talked, and our conversation was easy and effortless. I knew that if I were going to start dating him, I knew I would marry him.
The conversation was effortless. I'm not sure I decided that day that if I started dating her, I was going to marry her. I'm not sure I was going there yet. But I sent her flowers, I think, either that day or the next. Mm-hmm. And I think the card said...
So that card is still in my desk drawer at work, and it said, you deserve to be treated well, all in good time. And he did not sign it. So I had to text him and say, I assume these are from you, or maybe some other guy I had coffee with this week, I don't know.
Sarah is the catalyst that brought the family back together, I think.
And a lot of that is due to the relationship between John and Sarah. It's just been such a good thing for all of them.
We're huge on family time and spending time with family. And our families just clicked together. The kids clicked together effortlessly. John and my parents clicked together. Shortly after John and I started dating, my grandma, Adeline, passed away. And she was a very, very close person to me. And then I met John's mom shortly after my grandma passed away. And they share a birthday. It's amazing how John's mom has given me another Grandma Adeline in life.
They bring the best out of each other, and it really shows. And just seeing them play cards and stuff, they really have fun.
But you just can't be mad around John and Sarah. They just work so well together, and they're just so happy, and it's like watching sunshine.
I can tell you that I was kind of pleased with the way they acted. I thought John would make a good mate for Sarah. Happy wife is a happy life, John.
They work together. They constantly talk together about how they are going to do things, who's going to do what.
And Sarah is the absolute perfect person for John.
We wanted the day that we got married to be just about him and I and our kids, and really very meaningful about what that commitment to each other was.
Yesterday, when we actually got married, that was those people closest to us that we care about the most.
So that's why we wanted to get married in a very intimate ceremony, and then have that party the next day where we could celebrate with all our friends and family and tell them.
All of you here today are those that I love the most of everyone in the world. Thank you to Don and Terry, Sarah and I met. You all know I will take good care of this girl with all of my being for the rest of my life. Dan and Mary, Granny Sue playing cards, all of these things that have come into my life since meeting Sarah, I never could have seen coming back. I love you, baby.
I love you. Well, we can't do it till the end.
Let's say that. Give the man a kiss. He wants a kiss.
Oh, okay.
You can have one. I'll take it.
I love you for everything you are, even the parts that drive me crazy sometimes. I love you for your amazing heart, for the respect and admiration you show me. I love you for how much you love Dalen, Jameson, and Adeline also. You have embraced your role as bonus dad with them, and that is no small task. But here you are putting your whole heart into that too. I love you for the nights we just sit by the island and talk about anything and everything. I love you for your goofy side and how you make me laugh. You really are a dork, you know. As wonderful as this wedding weekend will be celebrating with family and friends, it's beyond this that I'm most excited for. The story of John and Sarah. Babe, it's going to be a beautiful one. And I couldn't be prouder to call you my husband and to be your wife.
All right, Andy! Hit it!
It's an honor, and we're very privileged to be here today to celebrate this beautiful day. So we're very happy to be here today.
We're very happy to see this couple come together. They're very near and dear to both of us.
I like when I went on the bounce house, and I liked when I hugged my aunt. It felt so good.
Felt very honored to be here. Very honored, because their relationship's awesome. So we're happy to be a part of it.
Keep having fun. Every day.
She wanted a surprise element, and I'm so happy I was not surprised, because being the sister, I liked being in the know, but I'm happy I knew ahead of time, because then I could share in her joy and share in her preparation and share in their getting ready for this.
I came over to John's house to see him, and he was sitting there. The kitchen island was like, I gotta show you this guy on Facebook. He's like, I gotta show you this. He showed me this post about this man who was over in Poland working for the World Central Kitchen, and he was volunteering to help feed Ukrainian refugees. He actually teared up when he was telling me about it. He's like, I feel like I should do something. And I just remember looking at him. I remember the look in his eyes, and I'm like, well, then go do something. And he's like, well, I might just do that. And I'm like, well, you should do that. And so then that's where he decided he was gonna go volunteer for the World Central Kitchen. I said, well, I'll go with you. And a whole series of stuff happened from that moment, sitting with him in that kitchen and him just being super compassionate and wanting to help people in need.
They went over there, and it was neat, because I think we got to see firsthand how well they do under stress. I think that was a good test of their relationship. She has the uncanny ability to make people feel valued and special.
We've raised $11,000 for the World Central Kitchen, and all these people wanted to help, and the whole idea of it was called Gather for Good. That might have been another aha moment in life. I think the way that we work together through that whole thing, I think of things and then he elaborates on it, or he figures out how to make it happen.
I like them because they are my favorite aunts, and I just love them.
I like them because they're really nice to me, and I really like it.
They're always very nice. Every time I come over, they're very hospitalic, and it's always a pleasure coming over.
They respect each other, and they share so many approaches to life. They both, are loving and caring and giving, and there are just so many things about their personalities that I think are either alike or complementary.
It was very special to me when we got asked to sign their marriage certificate. If I could describe their relationship in one word, I guess I would call it joyous.
It's just wonderful to see them together. I feel honored and relieved that they both have found their person.
There's going to be there's going to be clouds, but I know that they'll work through them very well. And it's a relief knowing that they both fly.
You just keep having fun. Life can be short. You never know what's going to happen. So just have fun. Never take anything too seriously. And just remember that you're each other's best friends and that you love each other and you'd rather go through it together instead of alone.
Love you guys.
Yeah, I am so proud of you. I love you. I want you to be happy, and you are doing a great job. You're doing it your way, and glad I get to be your sister.
Congratulations, you two.
Yes, congratulations.
You can just feel the comfort between them, that there's this energy of we have each other, everything's gonna be okay.
next chapter. Meet you at our new spot under the arbor. Love, STD.